Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's been a pretty great week here in sunny New Hampshire. Hit almost 82, 83 degrees, and we've been pretty busy. We've done a bunch of work around data flow diagrams, some stuff with Wes Spencer and over at Empath, some stuff with the peer group. It's been an interesting journey to see two different groups of MSPs going through a data flow diagram exercise. And so we kind of started along the way of what is a data flow diagram? Why are they important? When we talk things like CMMC, for example, knowing where the data is, knowing how that data flows, especially around CUI, I mean, that's obviously important. So, kind of makes lots of sense there. But we actually talked a little bit about CIS and like how the data portion of the CIS framework has been brought up to the forefront, right? So when you look at category one and category two, it's all around inventory. Where and what do you have? But then you get into category three, and it's all about the data. And there are 14 points, I think, 12, 13, 14, 14 points. And two of those points are very specific, right? So do you have a data policy process procedure, and do you have a data flow diagram, right? And so there's some very key things around what types of shapes, how you should do this process, specifically when we're talking about cybersecurity, some of the risks that can be exposed from kind of doing data flow diagrams. We got into like how to actually conduct a DFD exercise, pulled up a little Jamboard and kind of walked the MSPs through that. And it was kind of fun. Um, the second group, we kind of approached it a little differently. And this is the challenge that I'm putting out to you as IT professionals, right? So generally, we talk about DFD when it comes to cybersecurity. However, in today's call, we talk through DFD as it relates to the revenue life cycle of a business, right? And people would ask, why are we doing this on like revenue? And so the challenge is really like getting outside of your own comfort zone and looking at other areas of the businesses that you support and taking a methodology that you might already be familiar with when it comes to cybersecurity and applying that to a different aspect within the business. In this case, as I said, revenue life cycle. Where do they get money? How do they get money? How do they process that money? Who touches that money? What is the whole flow around that, right? And people would say, well, maybe there's already things in place. And so, but what this did for the group was to be able to show them potential breaks in the chain or potential gates in the chain along the way of where risk can be exposed, right? Where business processes might not be well defined, and where technology solutions could help, right? Think of a dentist office. They get faxed papers, people writing on a clipboard, and then have to deal with those paper things, right? But maybe there's an EHR solution that they could provide beforehand where people could securely and safely provide that data rather than having, you know, human error in the data entry part or just documents laying all over the place. Maybe they don't even have a clean desk policy. All of those things can have areas of risk. And walking through this exercise with your client can help expose some of those areas of risk. So, anyways, if you would like to learn more, I'll put some templates up. I'll put some stuff on the website at compliancerisk.io where you can see kind of some of the stuff, access to the Jamboard. Um, and my recommendation would be do these exercises on yourself. right? Set an hour aside once a month, or maybe a half hour a week. You can find a half an hour and walk through these kinds of exercises on your own company, on your own stuff, in different business units within your company. You'll gain efficiencies, you'll understand better, and you'll be able to then present it to your clients, which at some point would turn into project work, could turn into more MRR, and all those other great things that can happen out of that. So, Tim Golden, compliance risk. Happy sunny day here in April. We don't get 80-degree days in April generally in New England, so I'm going to take all I can get. And guys, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the flip side.